Our youth are still standing. But how? Let's find out. This is Life Changes with Ian.
I'm still standing better than I ever did.
Hello everybody, we've tracked her down, back by popular demand. We've got her after the Swan View show, after a music video, in the middle of a collaboration. It's Sarah Avalia. She needs no introduction, but welcome once again to Youth Jam Radio, Sarah.
Hello.
It's great that you're here. Now, Sarah, I'm just looking down the impressive resume, and it seems that at the end of 1 hour solid at the Swan View show, you then had to deliver the national anthem.
Yes, I did both verses.
And there was a police minister was in attendance as well as a hefty crowd, but what were your nerves level like then?
They were pretty good. I'm always very nervous to start off with, especially at the start of the first song. And then going on from there was all good until I got to the national anthem, because that's my first time ever performing that live, and it's such a big deal. And there was a few, like Michelle Roberts there and a big crowd, so it was very good. Glad I got through it. And then, because also I had to do the second verse, which a lot of people don't know. And when I grew up, I never sang it. So I was just like, oh, please don't stuff it up, don't stuff it up. But yeah, got through it. And
after an hour solid, the throat, was there any itchiness in the throat, or were you able to go straight into it?
No, it was all good, straight into it.
So what happens? I know you've got a voice coach, and I know you prepare very thoroughly for each show, but just say you're halfway through, say, and you start to feel a little bit of dryness in the throat. Do you stop, have a little sip of water, or is it just plough on and deal with the pain the next day?
Most of the time it's pretty good. I always allow myself enough time to have some water in between songs, so I always am prepared. I don't often find that happening.
You seem like a very prepared person, so that's already planned into the performance, the drink time, the little sip times.
Yeah, there's just a couple of seconds in between songs that allows me to just have a quick sip, so it's not too bad.
And the song we heard you go live on the radio previously was Through With You, one you wrote yourself. Now, I understand there is now a music video to go along with this.
Yes, there is.
And filmed in Northam and in Perth?
Yes, so it got released on November 7th, and I filmed it up at, I think it's Yallalonger Park, up in Joondalup sort of area, and then also in Northam as well. So
it does seem you like to get out in the bush and rural areas, and is Bells Rapids one of your favourite areas to go?
Yeah, I do like nature. I like Bells Rapids. It's got a good walking track, so a lot of hills and everything, so I like to do that for fitness and to get out and about rather than just being stuck in a gym.
So, but is there a little bit of home gym work as well with dancing and fitness stuff happening, or a combination, cross-training, would you say?
Yeah, I do a bit of both. So I came from a dancing background, and I was a dance and fitness instructor last year, so I just incorporate that in my home workouts, and then when I can, go out on nature walks or go to the beach and do swimming, so a whole variety of things.
Yeah, out in the bush, you get dirty and maybe your hair might get messy, and I know lots of female performers don't want their hair getting messy, but what about down the beach? Does you dip the head all the way under the water? Or
definitely.
Oh, wow. There we go, friends. We have a on-stage performer who does not mind getting the hair salty and dealing with it later. That's impressive. Now, getting on back on to the music video, so was that entirely between Perth and Northam? So it's a West Australian production, essentially.
Yeah, so it was shot across 2 days. We had 1 day up at the Yallalonger Park, and then another day at Northam. So it was quite hot in the afternoon. A lot of flies up in Northam. So that was fun, but we got the shot, which was good.
And I understand things are branching out internationally for you. There's an American connection coming up with a collaboration?
Yes, that's correct. So I've collaborated with a producer over in the USA. His name is Wes White, and we've been working on a track for about 6 months now, actually. A lot of back and forth, emailing and all that sort of thing. I've written the lyrics and the melody to the song, and recorded my vocals where he did all the music and everything else that goes into it, and put it all together. It's actually come along really well. I'm very happy with it. It's called City Lights, which will be released on December 28th, so just before the new year.
Is that any connection with Perth? Because Perth, of course, is called the City of Lights.
No, it's just after hearing his music, I just got this idea for the song and just went off that.
That is a beautiful title. I can't wait to hear that. I'm looking over at Isaac now, and I'm hoping we'll be able to get, when this is actually released, we're going to hopefully be able to play this. What a title. Well, who came up with the idea of that title, Sarah?
I did mostly. It was more of a collaboration. I know he definitely wanted not just a generic title. He wanted a really strong title. So I really worked on a song trying to incorporate that, and then we both agreed that was a good title to have.
Wow, that is some sweet teamwork. He seems like a very team-orientated producer.
Yeah, he's
Wes White. Do you know where he operates out of in the US?
I think it's Missouri.
Yeah.
Yes.
But all of this happens actually over the social media, over the internet, with the recording and the combination of things?
Yeah, so I found him through Instagram, and that's how we first met up, and then lots of emailing. He sent me half the track, and we kind of like an audition. So he sent me half the track, and I wrote a first verse and a chorus, and then to see if he liked it, and then he did. So then he gave the whole song to me, and I finished it off. Then once he approved that, we did like the nitty gritty stuff, like extra vocals and all that sort of thing. Then I recorded it at home, sent it off to him, and then it's been mixed and mastered by 2 other people in the US, and then he's finished it all off.
Well, that's how it's done these days, friends. It's all on the internet. That's how young people do it. But Sarah, you've recorded at home. Does that mean there's a soundproof room happening there?
It's not soundproof, so you got to pick your time, especially with the neighbours.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got a proper studio mic and everything.
Oh, that is it. So you've invested at home.
Yeah.
This is a very well organised and determined young lady here, friends. Well, friends, I'm just looking down the list here, and it's way too complicated for me. We have online musical sites, we have the YouTubes, we have this EP, we have City Lights, we have music videos. It's just such a massive smorgasbord of music there, Sarah. Could you just explain to us it seems to be a bit too complicated for me, but I know you understand it, exactly how people can access and perhaps purchase some of your music, please.
Yeah, so you can find pretty much everything on my website, so www.sarahavalia.com. Otherwise, just search my name up on iTunes, Spotify, any other music platforms. My music video is on YouTube. You can also find some things on my Facebook page as well as Instagram. So it's pretty much out everywhere, social media wise, and online music stores.
I guess if you're a teenager, you know what all those things mean, friends, unlike myself. But just need to firstly thank you, Sarah, for being on, and we just need to beg you, when City Lights on the 28th of December does come out, at some time it would just be such a privilege to hear this song on Youth Jam Radio. All we can do is just finish with that begging, please, Sarah.
Yes, of course.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.